Baltimore. What up, my guys and girls, moms and pops? It's me, Young Dylan of Tyler Perry's Young Dylan on Nickelodeon, kicking it with you for Back to School Night. Before starring in my own show, I appeared on Ellen, America's Got Talent, All That, and NBA All-Star Weekend, which requires a lot of traveling outside of Maryland. But learning never stops. So, when I'm not filming my TV show, just like you, I'm using technology to learn virtually. And without the support of my family and teachers, I don't know how I could do it. It's pretty cool working with all types of celebrities like Drake and the legend Will Smith. But as an 11-year-old entertainer, I already know my education is key to my success. I need to be able to read my scripts, write my lyrics, understand my contracts, manage my time, and count my money so I can buy and do cool things for myself and others. So every day I'm logged on and ready to learn just like all of you. And sometimes it's difficult to focus and understand assignments outside of the classroom. But when that happens, I just remember that I'm not in it alone. I have the love and support of my parents and teachers who are always there to help me because teamwork makes the dream work. And so do you. And when I miss playing football with my friends back home, I remember that I can also use technology to stay connected with them, although we are apart. Our generation is really lucky to have access to technology. We use it to learn, to play, to connect, and to inspire. Through technology, I caught the attention of Ellen and Tyler Perry, and now I'm living my dream. Remember, learning can take place anywhere, and you should be learning every day. I do, and you should too. Let's get it! Before I turn it over to City Schools CEO, Dr. Santelises, and we get the night started, let's take a minute to play a game I like to play called Rhyme Wars. When I say a word, I want to reply with another word that rhymes. Ready? Let's go. School. Read. Write. Count. Learn. Never. Stop. Okay, I see you. Y'all quick with it. Learning never stops. Check my show, Tyler Perry's Young Dylan, out on Nickelodeon every Saturday at 8 p.m. Stay tuned, there will be a season 2 coming. And go Ravens! Them Bengals can't stop Lamar. Number 8, Big Trust. Okay, Dr. S, turning it over to you.
Thanks so much, Dylan. We appreciate you kicking us off tonight. Good evening, everyone. Students, parents, families, and friends. Thank you for joining us, and I miss you all. As an educator who has spent the past 3 decades focusing on high-quality education and academic excellence for our youth, beginning the school year socially distanced has been extremely difficult for me, as I know it has been for many of you. Therefore, until we can convene again in person, we aim to do whatever is necessary in order for our children to grow and thrive, because we all know learning never stops. Not only as the CEO of City Schools, but really as a mother, I definitely understand the complexities of our current virtual learning environment. So we, the City Schools team, have dedicated this next hour to providing vital information, resources, and tips to help you and your family navigate the roadmap for success this school year. And I'm excited for all that is in store. We are Baltimore, and we embody resilience, strength, and community. There is nothing that we will not overcome together. Now, our students' primary responsibility is to be present and ready to learn each and every day. And we are here to support them. We are continuously adjusting and fine-tuning our processes so that we can meet your needs in these challenging times and untraditional circumstances to ensure your children's academic process is not compromised. It is our collective commitment and obligation to effectively engage our young people, nurture their curiosity, foster their academic access, and provide opportunities for social connectedness, regardless of the learning environment. Because again, learning never stops. Parents, family, and friends, we value you, we need you, and we look forward to partnering with you this school year. We are here to provide you with ongoing support so that you can support the needs of your children. Tonight, we're excited to share various resources and ensure that you know how to access them. So grab a snack and tune in this evening as some of my friends and your favorites join me in providing a roadmap for success. Together, this evening, we will explore academic enrichment, including literacy, STEM, and fine arts. We'll talk about attendance, technology, district supports, resources, and family engagement. And we'll also explore health, fitness, youth leadership, and wholeness. Finally, we'll also make sure to include information about community-based supports and learning partnerships. Remember, whether together or apart, in person or virtual, kindergarten or 12th grade, learning never stops.
With the melody that pulls you towards it, painting pictures of paradise, saying, rise up to the light in the sky up, let the light lift your heart up, burn the flames through the night. Whoa, Spirit.
Stars gather by your side.
Rise up to the light in the sky up, let the light lift your heart up, burn the flame through the night. Whoa, Spirit,
watch it all.
Stand up and fight. So go into a foreign land and be one with the great I am. I am. Oh, it becomes a man. Whoa, Spirit.
Hello, City School students, and happy virtual back to school night. The great thing about virtual events like this for me is that I get to join all of you at once instead of only being able to visit a few schools and spend back to school night with only some of you. So I'm particularly excited to be here with you this evening as you come together with students across the city to take a look at the year ahead. You're now a month into the 2020-21 school year, and I just want to say congratulations and that I'm very proud of all 80,000 of you. You're off to a very strong start to a very different kind of school year. You have taken very challenging circumstances and shown us all that online school, while far from ideal, can be done and done well. I know it's been bumpy, but the hard work you and your teachers are putting in now is paying off. You're developing and strengthening all kinds of skills, adaptability, patience, determination, resilience, and collaboration. And these are all really important qualities that will serve you in every aspect of your education and your life outside of school. And now that you have the first month and much of the adjusting out of the way, you can really dive into your academics and focus on the exciting material your teachers are presenting in all new ways. A few things for you to remember as you do that: ask questions, especially if you're not clear about what your teacher is asking of you. Listen carefully to what both your teachers and your classmates have to say. Take a minute at the end of each school day to think about what you've learned and what was most interesting to you. And know every day that you have got this virtual school thing, and that, together with your classmates and teachers, you will get through this unique time. Now go make the most of back to school night and have an excellent 2020-21 school year.
Hey, Baltimore, you know who it is. It's your boy Pork Chop, here to remind you all that school is still in session. That means every Baltimore City public school student is expected to be logged on to their virtual portals on time every day, Monday through Friday, start to finish. So get up, get dressed, do your hair, stop by your closest meal site to grab your breakfast, and be ready for class as soon as, if not before, school starts. Daily school attendance is critical for your academic success, and it remains a priority for city schools, even as school is being held virtually, because learning never stops. Attendance and punctuality now will benefit your long-term life goals, such as college graduation, future employment, and physical and mental health. Believe me, it doesn't stop. I have to work every day on time, too. So you are expected to attend school 5 days a week and to be present in all your classes throughout the day. For students that follow a period schedule in middle and high schools, student attendance is taken in every class. That's right. You have to show up to every class in order to be marked present. Please remember to log back on after lunch. That counts too. My high schoolers, I see you out there, Douglas, Augusta Fells, Merville, and Weston. Attendance is taken each period, as usual, so make sure you're in the place to be. So if something comes up, if you're not feeling well, if you're having mandatory daytime appointments, stay connected with your school. Parents, you must notify your school administrators and teachers in writing ASAP, just as you would do if school doors was open, because the rules of school attendance are still in effect, even during the virtual learning period, and students who are not present will be marked absent. If you need help or support, talk to your teacher and someone at your school. We are here to help. We are all learning. So for more information about City Schools attendance policy, visit www.baltimorecityschools.org/attendance. You know what to do. Be present, be prepared, and shine. You got this. Now let's get into how City Schools is using technology to get you through your virtual learning period. Baltimore, let's go. Learning never stops.
Hi, families. Tanae Thrower here from the Office of Family Engagement. And I'd like to share a couple of quick tips to help your child be successful as they access their digital learning content here in City Schools. Tip number 1, start with Clever. Clever is the online platform our students use to start the day and access the many resources available to them throughout the day. Each morning, log on at www.clever.com/in/BCPSS. To log in, students should click on the Log In with Active Directory button. Each student has an individualized username, which is their pupil ID at bcps.org, and a password provided by their school. If your child does not know their username or password, please ask the teacher for help. Tip number 2, use Google Chrome and the Profiles feature. We recommend students use a Chromebook or Google Chrome web browser on Windows and on Mac when accessing their digital learning content. Chrome allows students to sign into a profile with their City Schools account, which connects them to enhanced Google tools that support their learning, such as the Read and Write toolbar that reads website content aloud to students, and the PDF reader that allows students to draw and annotate on PDF assignments. Tip number 3, be informed. This is one specifically for parents and caretakers. Students have access to technology in the school environment and in many cases outside of school. Common Sense Media built the site to help families stay informed and to help you navigate this ever-changing world. Go to commonsensemedia.org and click on For Parents to educate yourself on a range of topics from cell phones and screen time to specific apps like TikTok and parent controls. City Schools has also provided a one-stop shop for online resources necessary for this distance learning experience, which is available at baltimorecitysschools.org/distance-learning. Here, you will find many of the online resources previously mentioned and more. And because we know that technical difficulties sometimes come with virtual learning, we will continue to offer a hotline for technology support to help address questions, issues, and concerns our families may have. So, if you ever need technical assistance during the school day, the City Schools Student Support Line is available Monday through Friday from 8 a.m. until 3 p.m. at 443-984-2001. While the start to this year has been both exciting and challenging, we are all learning, and City Schools aims to support you and your children throughout this virtual learning environment because learning never stops.
What's up, Baltimore? It's Will Barton from the Denver Nuggets. And before I was in the NBA, I was once a student in Baltimore City. I want to welcome you guys back to school and wish you guys good luck on this upcoming year. Go Lake Clifton.
Mother, there's too many of you crying. Brother, there's far too many of you dying. You know we've got to find a way to bring some love in here today. Father, we don't need to escalate. Don't you see, war is not the answer. But only love can conquer hate. We have to find a way to bring some love in here today. Oh, picket line, picket side. Don't punish me with brutality. Talk to me so you can see. Oh, what's going on? 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 What's going on?
Hey, it's Mrs. Hall, educator, coach, and the 2018 City Schools Teacher of the Year. And I'm here to discuss the resources available to students to nurture and advance literacy development throughout this virtual learning environment. Literacy is the essential foundation of education. Dr. Seuss said it best, the more that you read, the more things you will know. The more that you learn, the more places you'll go. Think about it. You need to know how to read, write, speak, and listen in order to learn all the other subjects that you love. Math, science, social studies, and the list goes on. So, the Office of Literacy would like to direct your attention to some key resources that will ensure your child is constantly developing their reading and writing skills. For grades K through 2, we are encouraging students to engage in the Haggerty videos and the Wilson Foundation's Fun Hub. All students in grades K through 5 are encouraged to engage daily with the Wit and Wisdom in Sync daily lesson videos, which are available at this link. And to cultivate reading development in a fun way, all students in grades K through 5 have access to Amplify Reading, which is a fun-filled supplemental learning platform available at the link provided here. You can also access these resources through the Clever portal. And parents, literacy is the foundation of education, so I encourage you all to make sure your children are engaging in each of these platforms daily because learning never stops. To support families in this journey, the Office of Literacy is offering training, workshops through our district's Family University. Tuesday, October 27th from 10 to 10:30 a.m. and Thursday, October 29th from 6 to 6:30 p.m. We look forward to seeing you there. If you want to learn more about the resources available to your children through the Office of Literacy, email literacyfeedback@bcps.k12.md.us. Until the next time, remember that we are all learning because learning never stops.
Hi, I'm Ms. Boos, Secondary Science Specialist from Baltimore City Schools, and I'm here to share some helpful tips for parents to support your child's science education during this virtual learning experience. We all love science more than we really know. Science is an active subject that allows students to explore the world, let their curiosities run wild, and discover new things. Because your children are naturally curious, science piques their interest and helps them to better understand the world around them through hands-on labs and experiments. Through science, students can imagine themselves as scientists, biologists, chemists, and engineers. Students in grades K through 5 use the Sabez science curriculum developed through our collaboration with Johns Hopkins University. During this time of virtual learning, families should keep their children interested in science by encouraging your child's sense of wonder. Encourage them to ask questions about the world around them. Help them research to find answers. Ask them to explain something they learned in science class and make sure they give you examples and evidence. Science is everywhere, so find ways to help your kids explore nature and identify science around them as you go about your daily routines. You can also access resources through the Clever portal. All students have access to Discovery Education's science textbook through the Discovery Education app in Clever. Parents, science is all around us, so I encourage you all to make sure your children are engaging in science through play, real-life experiences, and Clever daily, because learning never stops. We are here for you and your children, so if you want to learn more about the resources available to your children through the science department, email Joshua Gabriels and Kevin Garner at the emails below. City Schools aims to provide students access to science, technology, engineering, and math from kindergarten to 5th grade, so they will have the knowledge and skills they need later in their academic journey to pursue STEM majors in college and STEM-related careers, someday realizing a STEM-rich Baltimore. Learn more about how Future Makers STEM is building confidence, skills, and strategies for integrating science and creative technologies anywhere learning takes place next. And remember, we are all learning because learning never stops. You can find information about how we support science instruction in the 2021 Family Guide at www.baltimorecityschools.org.
Hi, I'm Matt from Future Makers. Welcome to Back to School Night. We're going to be making something really cool today. It's a scissor lift. What we're building is based on simple machines, like a scissors. Scissors are two levers and a fulcrum. When you move the levers together, they do the work. What we're going to build looks and works just like scissors. The materials that we're going to be using can be found just about anywhere. For example, scrap piece of cardboard, some drinking straws, a pencil or a pen, scissors, and any kind of tape.
First, you're going to need 6 strips of cardboard. I drew mine out, but you don't have to. And we're just going to start cutting. Next, we're going to punch holes in our cardboard pieces. You're going to need holes in both ends and the middle. And you can use anything. I'm going to use a pencil. So we're going to have one here, one at the end, and then our last one in the middle. And to make sure all of your holes are equal on all of your strips, you can lay it on top of the other ones and use a marker, pen, or pencil and stick it through and draw it on the other piece. So I'm going to go through and do that on all of my pieces. Next, you're going to need some straws, tape, and scissors. I already have a couple pieces of tape ripped off to the side over here. So you're going to take 2 of your cardboard pieces, overlap them in the middle to make an X. Next, you're going to take your straw, stick it through the holes in the middle of your pieces, and then we're going to take a piece of our tape and wrap it around the end to make a stopper to make sure that your straws don't fall through. Then we're going to flip it over, cut off the rest of the straw, and take another piece of tape and make another stopper. And we're going to repeat that with our next 2 cardboard pieces. Next, you're going to take all 3 of your X's and match up the holes at the top. You're going to do this 3 times. And we're going to do the same thing that we did to connect our X's. We're going to connect the ends with the straw and wrap around our stoppers at the end. Cut the excess off and wrap around another stopper. And we're going to repeat that until all of your X's are connected. Now that you have all your pieces attached, you can use more extra cardboard to attach things like a monster face, a rocket ship blasting off, or you can make grabbers and you can pick things up like cups. So you can give this a few tries and figure out different ways to improve, because here at Future Makers and Baltimore City Schools, we're always learning and learning never stops.
Hi, I'm Megan McCorkle with the Enoch Pratt Free Library. We want to let you know that the library is here for you this school year. I'm standing at one of the Pratt's 14 sidewalk service locations. Thousands of titles in the Pratt collection are all available to you and available for pickup in a completely contact-free way. All you have to do is go onto our website, Pick the book that you want for your child, for your student, for yourself, and set up an appointment, and then you can pick it up completely contact-free. Now, we know connectivity is a big issue for many families, and the library can help with that. We are lending out both tablets and hotspots to Baltimore City families. Tablets are available for students between the ages of 10 and 19 for a 3-week checkout and can be picked up at sidewalk service. Hotspots are also available, and they can connect multiple devices to the internet in your home. All you have to do is log on and place a hold on these items, and we are ordering more and more of them each day. If you need tutoring or homework help, we have that too. Our Help Now service is live online tutors standing by to help your student. They're standing by from 1 o'clock in the afternoon till 11:55 p.m. at night. All you need is a Pratt Library card to log on. And if your student has a little bit more involved research question, our Pratt librarians are also standing by with our live chat with a librarian service. So if you need research help, primary sources, all you have to do is go on prattlibrary.org, type in your question, and our librarians will try and find those for you. We're also having fun with virtual programs. Head on over to the Pratt's Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter pages to see what's going on there. We've got story times, arts and crafts, and more. As you can see, we've got a lot available for students. So here's a taste of just a few of the things that we've got for you. And the library is not just for students. We have so many things for adults too. Maybe you didn't get a chance to earn your high school diploma. We've got Career Online High School. It's a completely online program that helps you earn an accredited high school diploma. We're accepting applications for scholarships right now on our website. We've got so many things available, including job coaching, resume writing, just fun author programs, and other workshops. You can check it all out at prattlibrary.org. And if you don't have a library card, don't worry. You can sign up for an e-card right on our website. We can't wait to see you at the library this school year.
Hello again. It's Katia from the Office of Whole Child, coming back to you with a quick update for parents. Some families have asked us if their children still need their immunizations or shots, even though students are learning from home right now. Well, the answer is yes. It's required by Maryland state law. It's extremely important that your child's immunizations are up to date for their own safety as well as the safety of others. So if your school has contacted you to share that they need an updated immunization record for your child, please don't wait. Make an appointment with your child's doctor, visit a health clinic, or one of the special clinics in our schools that are open to all city school students. You just need to make an appointment. You can find more information at www.baltimorecityschools.com/immunizations. Oh, one last note. If your child's immunizations aren't yet up to date, they are still allowed to participate in virtual learning, and we want them to continue to show up every day. However, the student will be marked with an excused absence every day until they get their immunizations. If you have any questions about this, please reach out to your child's school right away. Remember, we are here to help. The last few months have been really tough on everyone for lots of reasons that we all know. Because of this, we are paying close attention to the emotional well-being of all our students, and we are doing everything we can to provide lots of support and opportunities for them to talk about what they are going through. But we know that some students will need a little bit of extra focused assistance from trained professionals. That's why we have a team of people in every school that are there to help. This includes both staff from schools and mental health experts from our community partners. If you think your student might need some support, please reach out to your school social worker, a trusted teacher, or a school administrator to make sure they are getting what they need. And if your family is experiencing a hardship, such as homelessness, please notify your child's school because they are eligible for additional services. And we want to make sure our students have access to extra supports. For more information about homeless services, visit www.baltimorecityschools.org/homeless-services.
Hi, hola, salud, marhaba. I am Edwin Lopez from the Family Engagement Team, here to share some helpful resources available to our families who are speakers of other languages. Every Tuesday at 4 p.m., City Schools will host online workshops to help our multilingual families become stronger partners in the education of their children. The parent sessions will be offered in Spanish, Swahili, French, and Arabic from now until December, and we will cover various topics to support families, including how to navigate virtual learning and access online tools, family literacy, and how to strengthen parent-teachers partnership to support your students' language development, and using technology to communicate with your child's school. We are all learning, and this month the topic of discussion is parents' resources accessing virtual and in-person support from City Schools. At this workshop, we will share details about the parent resource page, available community resources, the district calendar, and family supports, and more. For the month of October, the workshops will be offered at 4 p.m. on Tuesday, October 13 in Swahili, Tuesday, October 20th in French, Tuesday, October 27th in Spanish. To receive a registration link and register for one of these events, or learn about other, please call 410-545-1870 or email engagement@bcps.k12.md.us. Don't miss this opportunity to connect with other families and learn more about district support and resources for English language learners. Remember, we are here to support all of our immigrant and newcomer families because learning never stops. If you need assistance, please contact your child's schools or the engagement office at 410-545-1870. And remember, access the Family University to stay connected to other resources. We are here for you.
The way we move, we shine bright, we sing songs, we do love, we take charge. We gotta work on the way we move.
Mi consejo para ti, para nosotros, tenemos que escuchar a los niños. No ignores ni reprimas sus voces. Vivimos en un mundo con múltiples opciones. Ninguna palabra responde.
À nos enfants, offrons le meilleur. Nous ne pouvons pas ignorer les officiers véreux, les vidéos virales d'injustice et de brutalité dont nos téléphones chaque jour repassent. Il n'était qu'un enfant, elle n'était qu'un enfant. Trop de bébés en costume et cravate dans des cercueils.
Huwezi kupuuza shida za watu weusi. Ni vyema kuhubiri na kuhusisha wote. Si jambo jipya nchini humu. Amerika inaliunga mkono, kupewa nidhamu na kufungwa.
في العديد من الليالي المقمرة كنا نعد الأطفال لعالم خيالي. متى يجب أن نعلمهم كيفية التعامل مع الحياة؟ كيف يجب عليهم مواجهتها؟ وكيف عليهم النجاح في هذا الامتحان؟
But when that kid walks out of those doors after the final bell rings, racism is what he faces. Hate, because the color of his face. We need to focus on being anti-racist. It's a freedom available to us all, a freedom that belongs to us all. We got to work on the way we move so we can shoot for the stars.
Hi, City Schools families. Help us keep in touch and stay connected with you. See your child's classes, schedules, grades, and report cards all in one place in Parent Portal. Here's how. First, you'll visit baltimorecityschools.org/campus portal. Next, you'll create a new account and follow the directions. And finally, after you've created the account, you can download the Campus Portal app for easy access to your child's information. So let's test it. First, you'll enter baltimorecity.schools.org/campus. And if you're a new user, you're going to go to this section and click here to set up an account. It will take you to this purple parent portal page, and you will enter the information that's requested. Once that's completed, you will have your new parent portal account. As a quick reminder, after you create the account, you can download the Campus Portal app for easy access to your child's information. If you have any questions, please speak with staff at your child's school or call 443-984-2000. Thank you and have a great day.
Hello, my name is Navasha Dea, and I'm co-founder and director of the Healing and Performing Arts of the Youth Resiliency Institute. The Youth Resiliency Institute is a community arts organization. We engage children, youth, and families in culturally responsive art workshops, exploring various mediums of artistic expression. As a transformational process, workshops not only offer community members performance opportunities and year-long art-making engagement, but it also provides community members access to the arts in their own backyard.
The story of JoJo and the magic bird.
Well, children, are y'all ready for a story?
Yes.
All right. Well, once upon a time, there lived a magical bird. His name was JoJo. He was from a continent called Africa. Once upon a time, JoJo was resting in a yard when he heard the most beautiful melody blowing in the wind. Finally, JoJo discovered where the music was coming from. It was coming from Abu the flute maker. Abu the flute maker, a great-grandfather and master instrument maker, was playing a beautiful song for a group of beautiful children in South Baltimore's historic Cherry Hill community. When JoJo saw all of the beautiful children, he became a bit shy. But just when JoJo was about to fly away due to his shyness, he heard an African language that JoJo's grandmother in Africa used to speak to him when he was a baby bird. It was a language that made JoJo feel right at home. The language JoJo heard was Ewe. Upon hearing and seeing Mr. Akwe, JoJo lost his shyness and decided to spend a bit more time with the beautiful children and the families. After visiting his friends throughout South Baltimore's many neighborhoods, JoJo decided to fly to Middle Branch Park to watch the sunset with his many other animal friends in the park. The end.
Repeat after me. I am a person.
I am a person.
A very nice person.
A very nice person.
I am special.
I am special.
As I can be.
As I can be.
I am a person.
I am a person.
A very nice person.
Very nice person.
I like me.
I like me.
Oh, I like me.
Hello from the Maryland Zoo. We wanted to let everyone know we are still offering our free field trips to the zoo for Maryland school students with their classes during the regular school day. For those who are not able to join us in person as usual, we are offering a free virtual field trip for Maryland school groups with separate registration required. We're also excited to introduce new virtual Zoomobile programs that reimagine some of our most popular Zoomobile topics for the virtual space. We can't wait to learn virtually with you at the zoo.
Hey students, families, and friends. I am Raven Paris, and I'm here to share some much-needed resources that City Schools has made available to support you and your family during your virtual learning experience. Yes, education is important, and we all have gathered this evening to make sure that our youth are attending classes daily, remaining engaged throughout the day, completing their assignments, and getting the support they need because learning never stops. But none of that is attainable unless each and every one of you logged on tonight are taking care of you, the whole you. I'm talking about wholeness, your mind, body, and spirit, your mental, physical, and emotional state. These are all critical components in these times of isolation. We must ensure that we remain optimistic, fulfilled, and mindful, and feel connected, balanced, and valued. Families, it is imperative that you make sure you are focusing on your mental health and the wellness of those around you. You are not alone. City Schools is here for you and your family. Parents, guardians, other family members, and friends, you are key partners in this effort to nurture students' holistic health and growth. So, City Schools will continue to offer district-wide family learning opportunities like this to provide tips and information to help families support their children's well-being. But until our next gathering, throughout the day, during breaks, encourage your children to get up from their desks and tables, move around the house, take time to disconnect from their computer, eat lunch away from their workspace, and if possible, just to change the scenery. All of these intentional efforts are very important for your family's mental health and stability throughout this challenging time. And we encourage you all to remain active and physically fit. So while physical education is included in the schedule, be sure to go outside for some fresh air. Take family walks as often as you can because health is wealth. These are the keys to success. Be sure to focus on your family's holistic health and well-being throughout this school year because while we are confined to this virtual environment, it is important because you are important. Now, let's get back to the academics and head over to Science Row because learning never stops.
Hey everyone, I'm Coach Hunter with Adaptive PE. Thank you for being present and engaged tonight. Let's do a brain boost in which we'll be exploring the physical education outcome I can perform developmentally appropriate dance steps and movement patterns. We'll be doing this while seated to acknowledge that space can be limited in some situations. And also, there are scholars that can't easily transition from seated to standing. Follow me through this as we take non-locomotor skills and sequence them into a movement pattern. All right, here we go. So we're gonna twist. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Reach into it. 6, 7, 8. Switch sides. 1, 2, 3, 4. Feel the stretch. 5, 6, 7, 8. Push it up. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then down. 1, 2, 3, 4. Too easy? Try alternating sides. 3, 4. Alternate down. 2, 3, 4. Go to a swing. 3, 4, 6, 7, 8. Now we're going to bend. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Thanks everyone. Remember, be active for 60 minutes each day. Doing so will boost your mood, help you focus during class, improve your physical fitness, and heart health. That's the power of a high-quality physical education program.
Hi everyone, let's take some time to discuss how to best support our students' math education during this virtual learning experience. In math, educators are teaching more focused math concepts that will give students time to master key skills and grade-level content aligned to the Maryland College and Career Readiness Standards. Teachers are also using rich and challenging math content to engage students in solving real-world problems in order to inspire a greater interest in math. Here are some of the things you can do to support this effort. If we use our everyday math experiences, such as counting change at the store or timing how long something takes, these are opportunities for success, and our students will develop self-confidence and problem-solving skills that will carry over into other math environments. Next, focus on the process. Knowing how to approach a problem is just as important as coming up with an answer, and don't dwell on mistakes. Instead, focus on supporting the strategy your child uses to approach a problem. Often there's more than one way to solve it. And most importantly, ask questions. If your child is trying to solve a problem, ask questions like, how did you figure that out? Or what are you thinking? Or even, can you draw me a picture to show me what you mean? Having your child explain their logic can help them better understand their own reasoning and approach to solving a problem. Lastly, you can access our parent tip sheets available on baltimorecitysschools.org to help align specific questions with modules and topics they are learning. So let's try it. So we're going to go to baltimorecitysschools.org/middle-school. When you get to this page, if you scroll down, there's a lot of important information here. You are going to find Eureka Math for 6th, 7th, and 8th grade, tips for parents. If you click on this link, you can see an entire packet that has information just for you about how to support your child with math. Remember, math is everywhere. And you can always reach out to Baltimore City Schools, to your child's teacher, your school, or the math department if you want to learn more. Have a good day, and thank you very much.
Hi Baltimore, I'm Elsa M., host of Midday Maryland on WMAR2 News. I am so very delighted to join you all tonight to discuss helpful tips for how we as parents can support city schools in providing our babies an optimal education experience during this time of virtual learning. Virtual learning has its own challenges. Add in 4- and 5-year-olds to that equation and it may just seem impossible. But I'm here to tell you that it's not, and it can actually be fun. How about that? Great futures start early, and it's an important time. Your babies are gaining skills that they will use throughout the rest of their academic experience. So take it one day at a time and have fun throughout this process because we are all learning. So while our early learners are logged into class for a portion of the day, let's dedicate additional time at home to connect and practice learning in a fun way that helps them build their social, emotional, and academic skills. Find free activities outside of the home and in the community to help your little ones continue learning. Your local library is a great resource for early learning materials and online content. Parents can also access free learning tools such as Seesaw and Lexia for early learners through the Clever app. Our early learners should be working towards learning through play, recognizing and writing letters and numbers, learning new words, telling stories, counting, adding, subtracting, identifying shapes, learning about being part of a family and a community, studying the weather, plants, and animals, learning habits for staying healthy, developing healthy self-esteem, learning to manage feelings, behavior, and independence. So parents, city schools need you more than ever to nurture our youngest scholarly minds. They are our babies, but they are getting older every single day, so every moment counts. Tips for learning at home can be found at baltimorecitysschools.org under the Elementary School tab. For reading literacy support, click on Wit and Wisdom Kindergarten. For math support, click on Eureka Math Kindergarten. City Schools is here for you and your family, especially our early learners. So stay connected and reach out to the early learning team at your school for support. And remember, great futures start early.
Hi, my name is Stacy Evans, and I am with a nonprofit called Young Audiences. I'm also a fellow City Schools parent, so I know how tough it can be to get our kids signed up and logged in every day. One of the ways that Young Audiences is trying to tackle that very issue is that we are creating really captivating content for our kids, content and experiences that will make our kids want to tune in. We did this by coming together with Baltimore City Schools to understand the literacy and math curriculum that teachers are using. We produced a TV show here in Baltimore specifically for our Baltimore City School kids that is teaching that content that's being covered every week, either in literacy or in math. And we did it by bringing together rock star teachers with rock star local artists to say, okay, how can we teach this content a little bit differently and through the arts that gives our kids an opportunity to make real world connections and be creative. Every week, your teachers are going to have access to an Arts and Learning Kids show if your kids are in pre-K through 5th grade. Teachers can opt to incorporate the Arts and Learning Kids show into the weekly lessons. But also, if you want to engage in the Arts and Learning Kids show, we would love for you to do that. Every Friday, we are hosting on our Facebook page a live stream session with the featured artist of the show. And so that will give you an opportunity to hear a little bit of like behind the scenes what happened at the local filming. The artist will also stop and start the show to help make connections with your kids, and then also be engaging in the live chat so that we have an opportunity to interact with our Baltimore City School families. I'm super excited about the show, and I'd love for you to see this sizzle reel that we pulled together. Thank you.
How am I gonna do a superhero play if I don't have any superpowers?
By the time you are done annotating, you should have a deeper understanding of all that you read. Let me show you how to do it. How cool was that?
We're gonna learn 4 tap steps today.
As an artist, I prefer to draw ideas.
We've been reading books about all the 7 continents. Do you remember that? I do. We read books from North America.
I am Shayna McIver, Director of Family Engagement, and I hope we are all learning tonight because learning never stops. Anyone who knows me knows how much I love Baltimore, city schools, and most of all, the students, families, staff, and partners across our school communities. Baltimore is my city, and as a proud graduate of Baltimore City Public Schools, I know the impact that strong family and community engagement has on student success. Here at City Schools, we truly believe that family engagement is an essential component for improving the academic outcomes of our students, especially during the virtual learning period. So I thank all who gathered here this evening. And since there are no words that can sufficiently express our sincere appreciation for your dedication, perseverance, and partnership during this time, we're going to show you all how much we are committed to supporting you and your families during this time through our actions. Starting with tonight's virtual event and continuing throughout the school year, we'll provide trainings and other resources necessary for you to support your children and feel connected to their academic success. Because we are all learning. One of these great resources is our Family University. Through this initiative, we aim to meet the unique needs of City Schools' diverse population of families through workshops, online resources, and videos. Parents and families will learn more about tips and strategies to support student wholeness, family wellness, and learning at home. Most importantly, we'll be sharing best practices to help parents navigate virtual learning. I'm so very excited about the infinite potential of this opportunity that we plan to roll out in the coming weeks, so stay tuned. And while we can provide support as a school district, we realize that a vital component of the traditional school setting is the ability of families to engage with other families. Therefore, to nurture family-to-family engagement, City Schools will host monthly parent support groups and relaunch school family councils and other organized parent groups to ensure families feel supported and stay connected, while also providing a platform for them to share resources and coping strategies throughout this period of virtual learning. Through this effort, we envision a strong network that will support one another and promote open communication with the district as we navigate this school year. regardless of whether we are learning in person or virtually, because we're all learning together. We have all heard the phrase, "It takes a village to raise a child." Well, our village has never been more important than it is right now. Whether with parents, the community, or students, city schools will be actively working to engage all stakeholders to ensure that learning never stops. We are here for you all.
We start out with feelings. Feelings turn into words. Words turn into questions. Who and where and when and how and what does this mean? Delicate questions that arise in the space between knowing and known. When every day is a flush of new fears, new losses, new wins, new whys. Before we're giving answers that turn into beliefs. Before those beliefs become the shape of who we are, we bring our questions to a trusted companion. A voice that makes sense of the things that don't, and helps us find our own voice. Giving us a story. And from the stories we read, come the people we are.
Hi City Schools family, we want to share an exciting opportunity that will be available beginning this October for new and current Comcast Internet Essentials subscribers. Through a partnership with Comcast, City Schools will sponsor Comcast Internet Essentials service for up to 7,000 households. Sponsored families will receive a special code to get their Comcast Internet Essentials bills paid for by City Schools through September of 2021. To sign up for the sponsor codes, you will need to access your parent portal account at baltimorecityschools.org/campusportal. Eligible families include families who have not obtained a hotspot from City Schools or their current internet does not meet the needs of multiple students, families that are either new or existing Comcast Internet Essentials customers, families that do not have internet access, which excludes smartphones. So that means if the only way you have to get on the internet is through your phone, you are eligible for this program. If you are a current Comcast Internet Essentials customer, be on the lookout for a letter from Comcast with instructions for how to sign up for the City School sponsor codes in the parent portal. If you do not have Comcast Internet Essentials right now, you will be able to apply for a sponsor code through parent portal in the coming weeks. Additional information about the Comcast Internet Essentials and what you can expect from the service will be available in parent portal. If you have questions about how to get your Comcast Internet Essentials service sponsored by City Schools, contact the Engagement Department at 410-545-1870 or email us at engagement@bcps.k12.md.us. Thank you.
What is student wholeness? Good question. In City Schools, we are committed to ensuring that all students are inspired to pursue their passions and develop their potential. We do this by providing safe, supportive, and engaging learning environments that foster well-being and meet academic, social, emotional, and physical needs. Our vision for student wholeness calls for us to recognize that we have brilliant, capable, and gifted students with unique experiences and talents. A focus on student wholeness means we are committed to creating spaces and meaningful opportunities to nurture the thoughts, ideas, needs, emotions, and dreams of our students. This allows all students, regardless of race, gender identity, orientation, or ability level, to feel acknowledged, heard, and affirmed. A focus on student wholeness also means that we are committed to building caring, connected communities where all students feel a sense of belonging and are able to embrace the best version of themselves daily. You might be wondering, what does student wholeness and this connected community look like in a virtual setting? Glad you asked. Our team has provided all teachers with recommended wholeness activities that can be used with students every day. These wholeness activities focus on 3 key practices. We call these practices the 3 signature practices. They are welcoming rituals, engaging teaching, and an optimistic closure. We start the day with a welcoming ritual, which gives us a moment to check in and get ready for learning. You may have noticed some of your students engaging in these in the morning. Engaging practices help students to focus and make sense of new learning throughout the day. The most common practice is called a brain break. We know that learning virtually can have its challenges. So we intentionally build in opportunities for movement, such as stretching, a dance break, or a quick brain teaser during the lesson or in between classes. Brain breaks allow time for our brains to recharge and refocus. We always want to make sure we close the session or the day with an optimistic closure. Optimistic closures offer teachers and students an opportunity to reflect on the day's learning and gain a positive outlook towards the learning and new experiences that are to come. Students can give their peers a shout out, celebrate one thing they are proud of accomplishing during the day, or set a goal for the next day. We are proud that City Schools has prioritized student wholeness. For more information about best practices for social emotional learning supports at home, follow us on Twitter at BaltSEL or on Instagram at BaltWholeness.
Hey, it's Young Dylan again with a few reminders about attendance. Everyone should be logging on to Clever each morning because daily attendance is critical for your academic success. But if you aren't feeling well or can't log on at any time during the school day, make sure you or your parents reach out to your school, principal, or teachers. Everybody knows that things come up, but your school community is here for you and your family. So, if you miss one or more live virtual learning classes in a day and want to make up those classes by learning on your own, your parent can email your teacher to request attendance credit. But before you get too excited and decide you're just going to learn on your own, it's not that simple. You and your family must receive approval in writing from your teacher to get credit for completing your work and to be marked present. But remember, you have to complete all 4-year work and turn it in before the next day. If you are having trouble with virtual learning, talk to a teacher, reach out to someone at your school as soon as possible, and get the support that you need to learn. And for my families, a written request must be sent to the teacher. For more information about the attendance policy during the virtual learning period, visit www.baltimorecitysschools.org/attendance. Remember, learning never stops. So be present because every day counts, especially virtually.
Hello, good morning. I'd like to know if I could pick up a meal for my daughter.
Yes, ma'am.
She's at home learning on the computer.
Yes, good morning, ma'am. I have meals for your daughter, any age, any children under the age of 18 every day.
All right, I have a daughter. She goes to Catholic school. Can I get one for her also?
Yes, at any of our sites, any child under 18 can have breakfast, lunch, supper, and a snack for today and tomorrow.
The only thing is on Tuesdays and Thursdays, I work later, and I probably won't be able to make it over here to this site.
Problem. You can pick up at any one of our sites. We have 80 sites operating right now. Some are Henderson Hopkins, Commodore John Rogers, and Dunbar.
Do you only serve sandwiches because my daughter's allergic to peanut butter?
No, ma'am. And actually, this month we're starting a new hot meal menu. But as well, you can go on the meal site and it'll let you know all of the menu options we have for this month. And also, you can fill out an allergies form and take it to the school of your choice.
Okay. And one more thing, the vegetable bag boxes. Do you serve those here?
Some of our sites will be having the produce boxes, but you also can check the meal site page for that as well, and it'll list all of the amenities that we have at each location.
Okay. All right. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Thank you, and I hope to see you soon.
All right.
Greetings, Baltimore. I'm comedian Big Fred, founder of Little Laughs. October is Bullying Prevention Month. In city schools, we want all students to be safe from bullying, intimidation, and harassment. So there are 3 things we need your help with to put an end to bullying. And that's recognize, report, and refuse. Number 1, recognize. Know what bullying is. Bullying is any conduct that systemically and or chronically inflicts physical hurt or psychological distress on one or more students and involves a power differential between the parties. All right, that's a lot. Check me out. Here's a simpler way for us to remember how to recognize bullying. Use the acronym PER. PER, like a cat. P, power imbalance. U, unwanted behavior or conduct. R, when the unwanted behavior and conduct is repeated. And the last R, the results of those behaviors. They end in an intimidating or hostile work environment, learning environment, discomfort or public humiliation, and even unreasonable interference with your school performance. Reporting is very important. Reporting is not snitching, it's not telling. It's getting something unsafe or uncontrollable to stop for you or even someone else. To report bullying, tell a trusted adult and fill out the city schools harassment or intimidation form online at baltimorecityschools.org/bullying. Reject. The end of bullying begins with you. We all deserve and demand a safe space to learn and grow. Be an ally. Be more upstander. Someone who speaks out on behalf of someone else or takes actions that are supportive of someone who is being bullied. Choose kindness. If you have something nice to say, say it. Like, hey, bro, I love your jacket, shorty girl. You look amazing today. What is that color? I seen that grade. You got some good grades. Be nice. Be more kind. Communicate. You're brave. You're original. You find things to say. The week of October 19th through October 23rd, city schools will unite for kindness, inclusion, and acceptance. October 19th, the Spread Kindness campaign. We want you all to help us make kindness go viral. Schools and students are asked to make a video or artwork of their class doing an act of kindness or acknowledging acts of kindness that others can and should do. Share your video or artwork with the Wholeness team at studentwholeness@bcps.k12.md.us. That's a long email, or you can visit the link below. Videos and artwork will be shared on the Student Wholeness social media all throughout the week. October 21st, the City Schools Unity Day. Go ahead, put it on, get big icy, big fleet, whatever you call it, but put your orange on, wear it and share it on all your virtual platforms to visibly show that we believe bullying is never acceptable and all students deserve safe spaces to be exactly who they are. Continue to learn and grow. Congrats on an amazing year and a historic year. I'm Big Fred. We out.
Greetings from the Office of Enrollment Choice and Transfers. My name is Priscilla Smothers, and I'm a staff associate for the office here to tell you about our middle and high school choice process. Here in Baltimore City, your choice matters, and we are excited to share with you that the district will be hosting our first ever virtual choice fair starting December 4th. In the coming weeks, you can learn more details about the virtual choice fair and our choice process from your school's choice liaison or our website at baltimorecityschools.org. All of our schools have a choice liaison, dedicated staff who can assist you with navigating the choice process. Please reach out to your school to find out who is the choice liaison for your community. You can also email any questions or concerns about the choice process to enrollment@bcps.k12.md.us or give us a call at 443-984-2000. We're here to help. Choice applications from our 5th and 8th graders will be due January 22nd, 2021, but it's never too early to start thinking about and preparing for participation in the choice process. We hope to see you at the virtual choice fair. All families are welcome.
Good evening, City Schools families. I am Michelle Thornton, and I'm the Family Support Specialist in City Schools, Partners for Success Resource Center for Families in Schools, where we help families of children with disabilities navigate the special education process. The Resource Center promotes positive partnerships among parents, educators, and school community by providing workshops and trainings on special education and disability-specific topics to best support your child. Here are a few tips and tricks to help you and your children with disabilities while in this virtual learning environment. First, contact the Resource Center to prepare for your child's IEP meeting. Second, learn about the Individuals Disability Education Act law, also referred to as IDEA, because knowledge is power. Third, educate yourself on your child's disability by researching it on the internet, reading books, assessing the Resource Center's lending library, and participating in parent support groups. Fourth, communicate. If you have a question or concern, contact your child's teacher. Remember, you can request an IEP meeting at any time. And if you have concerns regarding your child's IEP and would like to file a complaint, contact the Special Education Parent Response Unit at 443-984-1561 to speak with a specialist. To best support you, the Resource Center will host several upcoming workshops and events. They are Parents Supporting Parents will take place tomorrow, Thursday, October the 8th, as well as on the 22nd and the 29th from 5 to 6 p.m. A virtual resource fair on Monday, October the 19th from 5 to 6 p.m. Navigating Special Education Law during COVID-19 on Monday, October the 26th from 2 to 3 p.m. A Parent's Guide to Navigating Special Education during COVID-19 pandemic on Tuesday, October the 29th from noon until 1 p.m. and more. To register for these events and learn about others, email pfs@bcps.k12.md.us or call 443-484-8165. Stay connected to the Resource Center by following us on Facebook at Special Education Support for Families or on Twitter at Partners Centers. And if you have any questions or need support, please contact me, Michelle Thornton, at 443-484-8165 or by email at pfs@bcps.k12.md.us. We're here for you. Remember, we are all learning because learning never stops.
Welcome back to school, students. Hi, my name is Juanita. I'm a licensed Zumba instructor, and I host Zumba with Juanita. Zumba is a Latin-inspired dance exercise with international music. Zumba is for all ages and all exercise levels. During the pandemic, it is very important that we keep moving and stay healthy. Whether you exercise with Juanita or do any types of exercises, just keep moving and stay healthy.
Hey City Schools family, it's Raven Paris once again, and tonight has been so amazing. So much vital information has been shared that is critical for your children's success. I don't know about you, but I am on overload. But no worries, tonight's back to school night will be available on Baltimore City Schools website, on Facebook, and on YouTube at City Schools TV. Because we are all learning. Go back, rewatch tonight's broadcast, and share the link with other families who are unable to join us. And although academic enrichment was emphasized this evening, remember to take care of you, the whole you, mind, body, and spirit. Open those windows, move around the house, read a new book, visit the local library, eat lunch away from your workspace, go outside, get some fresh air, and take family walks as often as you can. Until the next time, mask up, keep those hands clean, out your face, social distance, remember 6 feet, and sanitize. Together, we can flatten the curve and get back to normal sooner rather than later. Baltimore, we got this. Thank you for joining us tonight. Stay safe, stay healthy, and remember, no matter what, learning never stops.